All right, man. Today is Wednesday. It's April 3rd. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Free Swim Wednesday. We obviously recorded day before, so that means we're coming off of an opening day where I know I had a couple Miller Lights, as well as you guys did.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get into that, but we got to start with how we got our tickets, and that was Game Time.
Game Time, always the best.
It was great. You know, it was awesome. We waited till the day of because that's what's great about Game Time is the closer it gets to first pitch, puck drop, whatever, the prices drop.
Well, especially a day like yesterday where people are getting a little scared off by the weather, not us.
Exactly.
That's how you get those deals.
Yes, we saw the forecast. I was talking. I was talking to our friends at Game Time. I was like, "Hey, like, here's what I want to do. Like, the overhang, the terrace reserve. We're looking at like the 200 section.
Yep.
Boom, we were covered.
Perfect.
We don't have to worry about anything.
Prepared for the storm.
Yeah,
With the help of Game Time.
it was awesome. So a lot of events coming up. It's not just sports. You could go see Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks at Soldier Field.
I'm going.
Awesome.
Are you didn't get the invite from Cons?
No, I did.
Oh yeah, we got a crew going for
wow.
Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks, and we're doing that courtesy of Game Time.
Wow, Clem asked me if I wanted to go, but I didn't know there was a crew going.
I don't know if Clem's in that crew now.
A little offended.
Now, if there are two crews and there's a Clem crew and a Cons crew, I'm gonna have to jump ship and go to the Clem crew.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. So yeah, guys, take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, so I don't know. We could start there. We could Dan.
You guys are both a little foggy brained, I feel.
Oh, yeah. This was I'm never drinking again morning. Back-to-back holidays, Easter, April Fools, not to mention opening day fell on April Fools.
Yeah, your favorite holiday.
There is something about opening day that just gets Eddie feeling some type of way.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Could be on a Monday, could be on a Thursday.
Yeah.
No matter what, Eddie's showing up for opening day.
It has quickly turned into like one of my druggest days of the year by accident.
Yeah.
By accident.
Yeah. At least you didn't profess your love for White Sox Dave this year.
Yeah, I did that last year, and then
Yep.
this year, like, just I don't know, it just snuck up on me.
Well, and we were supposed to do an interview, so we left. I got all the way back, to the office. The guy ended up having to cancel, and I'm like, "Oh, Ed, I'll bring you home." And he's got his ways open. He's zigzagging all around, and I'm like, "This is the way to get back to your." I thought I was going to drop him off at his house. He goes, "Oh no, I'm going back to Clark Street." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So whipped around Addison, dropped him on Clark, and yeah, Eddie was in one.
Yeah, so I went back.
Yeah.
I had no reason to go back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, growing up, it's been said before, but like certain things replace the joy of Christmas as a kid. Like opening day is now the new, like almost Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. There's other days. Like the start of March Madness. Like that's a holiday for older people.
Yeah, and like when we had Smokes in here a couple weeks ago saying how we need to have an St. Patrick's Day every quarter. Opening day has a little bit of that up around Wrigley. It's not the whole city. It's not, but it is like those bars are all packed. Everybody's in a good mood. Even though the weather was, not looking great, people were out and ready to go, happy to be back in Wrigley Field.
He had the right idea, but he completely botched. Like the fact that you're not going to throw one in January or February when it's needed the most, and he's putting it like in the middle of summer. Come on.
He's getting a little too loosey-goosey with his takes. Like, he had that take about Cubs and White Sox. It's like...
What was his take about Cubs and White Sox?
It was like, here's the thing. If you want real fans and you want to watch baseball, you go to Sox games. If you want to chase tail, you go to Cubs games. It's like...
There's like elements of truth to that.
But it's like, Nicky Smokes, are you a diehard baseball guy?
Yeah.
Why are you saying that
he
part?
He should be a Northside guy.
Right.
That guy loves chasing tail. And he, you can do that at the...
And, like, that's not even his team. And he's talking about if you want true baseball fans. Like, what do you care?
Yeah.
And listen, we all like Nick.
Yeah.
I think, he's a good guy. But just, come on. You could pump the brakes on topics you're not.
I know what he's saying with that, though. Like,
I know what he's saying, but
there are way more girls on average on a summer day at the Cubs than there are at the...
All right, but that's not the fucking baseball team's fault that more girls like to go to fucking...
No, I know.
Madison.
Yeah, he was basically putting it in the nicest way possible. Like a Cubs game is kind of better than a White Sox.
Yeah, yeah, because you can do both.
Yeah.
You're not limiting yourself.
I'm not going to hear stats.
And I like both. That's so unique that we did both opening days, Thursday and Monday.
Wildly different experiences.
Such different experiences, but I honestly, truly enjoyed both a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. They were both a lot of fun. And yeah, that was like, so we did back-to-back Cubs last year and this year. Yeah, I think I'm in. I think I'm grandfathered in now.
Yeah, every year.
I think I'm in.
That's Eddie Day.
I never did an opening day before in my life before that, too.
Really?
No.
Yeah,
We should just declare it Eddie Day.
right. It's
Yeah.
like boys trip vibes.
It's like one of my I love that show Always Sunny, and they've had like various episodes over the year where it's Mac Day, it's Charlie Day. So it's like Charlie Day, like you're rummage around like garbage dumps, like looking for like buried treasure and stuff. And if it's Mac Day, he was like fighting off ninjas and stuff. Like, so we like Eddie Day is just like he lives on Clark Street.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Eddie Day?
Eddie Day.
Yeah.
Mark it on the calendar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you guys get anyone with April Fools, or did you get duped yourself?
No, I did not actually. I did enjoy, though, and I've been meaning to bring it up. I'm sure you're going to bring it up. I like how much your mom loves this holiday.
Oh, yes. My mom, like, it's like her favorite holiday, and she's just relentless every year. She'll do the most fake things. Like, she showed up once with, like, this fake bandage with a nail through it and, like, fake blood. It's like, well, why would you put a Band-Aid on after you got a nail through your finger, Ma? Let's think about this one. And then yesterday, she's just like, Bess is like, no exclamation marks or anything. Danny, I won $10,000 on a scratch off. I'm like, all right, good one, Mom. I did not. The only way you'll ever possibly get duped on April Fool's Day, I think, is the first one in the morning when you don't realize the date. After that, you're on full alert the whole time.
And to be fair, you opened that text. I was right next to you at Cubby Bear, and it was like that. You had a good shot of getting duped, and you still sniffed.
I already saw on social, the fake posts, like the White Sox are moving to Naperville and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like it's kind of sad that it's gotten to this point, but I saw like a few people passed. Like I saw like TMZ, and I'm like, is he actually dead, or is this an April Fool's? But that's like, there's just nothing. Like my guard is up so much that it's like even a real death. I'm like, I don't know. I got to check into that a little bit further.
Mm-hmm. My guard wasn't even up, but I just didn't see a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of faded.
Yeah, but I was also like, you're in the.
Did the internet kill April Fools?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I think it kind of did.
'Cause it's like they almost take it a little too seriously, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like saying people, I didn't see a fake death yesterday, but there are things that might be believable. Like all these stadiums talking about how they're going to move, and then someone throws out Naperville. Wouldn't be like the craziest thing we've already heard.
And also
Tennessee.
Yeah, especially like brands. I feel like some of them used to be decent at this too.
Yeah.
Like dropping like weird news, But now, like, I don't know if you follow some of these AI accounts that say like, we're dropping a Fruity Pebble infused like coffee, and now like you see April Fool's like every day because of these fake products.
Yeah.
Like the Bloomin' Onion Oreos, shit like that. They're just so. You never seen those, Lance?
No, I've definitely not seen those.
Yeah,
No.
look it up. Hidden Valley Ranch Oreos.
Yeah, it's also like good one.
Yeah.
You really got me. There's
Yeah.
there's not gonna be Bloomin' Onion Oreos.
That was it.
Yeah.
I remember one year I got duped pretty bad, but like it was by a Chicago account. Do you remember this? And you were gonna use it as a topic for like a green screen video. Then I had to tell you. I was like, fuck.
What was this?
Yes.
It was something like 360 was offering like skydiving lessons, something like okay, but didn't like I didn't really look through the semantics. It was just like graphic. And I was like, shit, I forgot it was April 1st. You have to think of a new topic now.
Yeah, it was you could bungee jump off of the Sears Tower.
Something like
Yeah, it was like that, and I was like, damn. I was like, I even wrote like the whole prompt, like I was getting ready to do like a video on it. I think I might have wrote a blog on the day. And it's like, hey man, I think it's fit. And like he like so nonchalant.
Who did?
Danny. He's
Oh.
like, I got duped.
Yeah.
Well, because you ended up not doing it till like 3 days later, and I was like, oh, by the way, I didn't know that
Yeah.
was still on your mind.
Yeah. No, yeah, I got you.
They should do that though. Bungee jumping off skyscrapers.
Yeah, they should have waited for the Facility to Zero thing for April Fools. Did you guys follow all that?
I
No.
caught it after the fact.
Facility was trying to get to 10K, and Jack McCarthy reversed it. It's like, fuck it, let's do hashtag Facility to Zero. So everyone started unfollowing him, and then he went on the yak and found out about it live in real time, and he was like, oh, that sucks. It had like the SpongeBob April Fool's jerk vibes all over it once he got sad.
Everyone felt bad for him.
Not everyone, but he was just like, you're expecting to be like, oh, fuck you guys. He was like, oh, man, that sucks.
That's funny.
He's at 11.4K now, so good for Fasoli.
Good for Facilities.
More than me.
You know what I thought about too? Completely unrelated, but shifting gears here a little bit.
Tell us that.
You know, it was like the cruelest thing you could do when you were younger was like, obviously you guys were AIM guys, right?
Yep.
And I might be speaking into a different language for people out there.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Yes, who don't remember AOL Instant Messenger, but like when people were on the other side of the chat, you know, kind of like almost like a reverse American Pie, except not showing a naked girl on a video screen. But like, say if you were with all the girls were on one side, and like, you know, you were chatting with someone, and like, oh no, I'm just home, like no one's behind me, like such a such a diabolical move.
Yeah, because if you're talking to a crowd, you're going to be a little bit closer to the vest.
Yes.
I'll never forget during the AIM days was back when we just had one family computer, and it was like basically in the living room. And I was dating a girl in like 5th grade, and exclusively our relationship was basically all on AIM. You don't even like look at her in the hallways barely. And I remember one time I was talking to her on AIM, and all of a sudden I look behind me, and my mom and both my sisters are like reading over the back. I'm like, oh, this has got to go.
Yeah,
I need my own laptop.
Yes, dude. That was what an era.
It was almost like a prank calling on a speakerphone.
Yes,
you know?
yes, that's a good way to put it. That's that's the olden age of doing that when you're on speaker and you don't tell someone you're with people.
Yep.
Because I had a friend who never changed his profile or his font either, so he was just always strictly like the Times New Roman, like whatever. So you'd never know like what he was like.
Yeah.
I really wonder how AIM would fit in today's society. Like I was talking to Corey about this the other day. Like MySpace top 8 would thrive in today's culture.
Yeah.
I think it would thrive. We need that back. Just the top 8 feature. Throw it in on Instagram, whatever you got to do. We don't got to all.
I feel like Instagram kind of does that for you automatically. Like it does it.
The stories.
It feeds you like the same people's stories over and over and over. But like you want that to be like public again.
Yeah. Like so people, you take someone down one notch, they're texting you like, yo, we good? What'd I do?
What happened?
You go from the 2 spot to the 3 spot.
That is the fact that people just signed off on that. Like, this is a good idea.
Yeah, just rank your friends.
Yeah.
We're on top 8. I remember when I had like
I never had MySpace though.
One of my friends, he moved after 8th grade, and he was like my number 1 on there, and I was number 1 on his, and then he got a girlfriend. He bumped me to 2.
Damn.
That was fucked up.
That is fucked up.
That was really fucked up.
What'd you do? Put MySpace Tom in his spot?
Yeah, I had to put Tom in there over him. I couldn't fathom having him 1 and me 2.
How old were you when that happened?
Probably a freshman in high school.
Yeah. When you're a freshman in high school, having a girlfriend is like the most important thing in the world.
Oh yeah.
Well, you were always in a relationship, right?
No, not in high school.
I
didn't grow. No girls would look at me. I was like 5 feet tall when I was a freshman.
No short girls out there?
They were like taller guys. Oh, that's a fact of life. So no, I didn't get any female attention until I was probably 18.
What a great like second wave for you. Just a random growth spurt like that just changed your life.
Yeah. Do you know how miserable I would be? I had like early onset Napoleon. I was getting in fights in school all the time, losing all of them. It was bad.
So like how short for your age would you say you were?
I was the shortest kid in the class. I remember
Really?
I did.
That's crazy.
I did a basketball camp in between because my dad's like good friend was like Gene Katie's first captain. So I went to, like, he set up, so me and my cousin, my buddy, went to basketball camp Purdue in between, even though I didn't play basketball, in between 8th grade and freshman year. There's probably like 300 kids in the camp, and they lined us all up on one of the out-of-bounds lines. Shortest, tallest. I was the shortest kid in the whole camp.
Out of 300 kids.
Out of 300
Oh
kids.
my god! So now, for people at home, you're what, 6'3"?
No, 6'1".
Right now you are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But still.
That's like hard to fathom, you being that short.
Tiny.
Like imagine if he was the same height that like, and we had like, you know, we would have no tall guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. No, I was, and it like, it really did. Like I thought it was done. Like I had a driver's license. I was 5'2", you know, like it was rough going for your boy. And then I think it was towards the end of my junior year is when I started shooting up.
How long did it take? Like,
the whole thing was probably over a year. But like I remember, I think I've said this before, but like my mom bought me dress pants, like some kind of like for Christmas, like mass.
mm-hmm.
And I went to wear them again at Easter, and they were like 6 inches too short, or like 4 inches too short is probably the right number.
It's life changing.
Yeah.
the visual of you and Dave walking next to each other as the same height, and being shorter than Dave would like.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be here.
Freaky Friday.
I don't think I'd be working here. I don't think I could handle that.
We only need one short guy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn, you're not over 6 feet, right?
Nah, unfortunately not.
You're just like right under.
Yeah, the line I always say is 5'11", 6 foot on hinge.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I like the 6 foot on skates.
Oh, so I think I probably was at one point 6'3" on a roster,
Okay.
but like I never was 6'3".
Rosters are never true.
Yeah, but like I put skates on, like they like remember Zdeno Chara? He was listed as 6'9". He was like on skates. He was like 7'2". Yeah.
Well, skates, that's giving you more than an inch, right?
Yeah. You're probably getting a good
2.5,
2.5, 3. If I'm thinking of
Shit.
the bottom, depending on how your blades are situated. So, yeah, no, it was. And then I just remember like my body that while I was growing like didn't work. Like I would go to like take a slap shot and I would like miss the puck by like 4 inches, like because I just was like not used to
a baby deer.
Yeah, exactly. It was like so
To
uncoordinated.
grow into it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about Roback, guys. Roback's the best. Everyone knows we love here at Roback at Barstool Chicago.
That'll make you feel an inch taller.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You just feel better altogether.
Yep.
Listen, it's spring, which means Roback's Azalea collection is back for a limited time. Perfect for spring golf. These designs are literally incredible. Azaleas are beautiful. And spring golf, like it all is combined into an awesome
It's the
design.
perfect. Yeah.
It really is. Roback also just released new belt loop shorts. The stretch and material on these are unreal. They're breathable and easy to move into. And if you don't like belt loop shorts, Roback Everyday Shorts are made for you. They have an elastic waistband for ultimate comfort and a great stretch fabric. They look nice when paired with a polo, untucked, or can be super versatile and easy to move in and out of when out and about. So use code DOG on Roback.com for 20% off for all new customers through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all polos, hoodies, and shorts with code DOG. One more time, RHOBACK.com. Roback. Go get them. They're great. Really, though, you bring up like AIM in today's day and age. It's just Snapchat.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's AIM.
I never really had Snapchat either.
Yeah, we're too old.
Snapchat was...
I mean, I had it, but like the way that they go on streaks and everything now,
yeah, it's a
I don't
different
know
ballgame.
anything about that.
Like
And that's like public, right?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
tell. Yeah. So I never really.
Or
I think I had it for like a minute in 2016. I'm like, I got.
I just made that cutoff. I think my senior year of college was Snapchat was like...
Okay, popping.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I just like slid in.
I remember when somebody was trying to buy Snapchat and the guy like turned down an offer.
For $3 billion.
Yeah. And I remember being like, what a fucking idiot. Like how is this thing gonna like last like an age? Now it's worth like 30 billion or something like that. So
the old Netflix blockbuster.
yeah.
But I take it back. I don't think it is public. You could see like certain emojis like represent how long your streak is or whatever. But like going off of like top 8 back in the day, real ones will know that in Snapchat it would automatically put your top 3. And that could cause some fights in relationships.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Snapchat kind of does that now, where even if you just like snap someone, like, you know, like say if you just got it, and
Are you active on Snapchat now?
I have like a group with like 5 friends, and we send
Okay.
stuff like all day, and that's about it.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where even if like somebody you haven't talked to in years, and you just sent like a picture, and then they responded, and you guys exchanged like 5 words each, it'll make you best friends. So it looks more like than what it really is, which is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. If you're not using it at all and you just simply talk to someone twice, they're automatically top.
Yes, it makes no sense.
Still going off of social media. Say today in this age, a girl, say you start dating a girl and she asks for you to be official on Facebook. What are you saying?
I'm saying I don't use Facebook anymore.
That's still, I've been seeing it lately. Like people are
Doing that again?
Yeah, like 32-year-olds like in a relationship on Facebook. Like, is there a need to do that?
And because you have to accept on the other side to make it official, right?
Well, sure. Yes.
I believe so. Yeah.
You know what though? You say that, but it's like it used to be such a hammer drop.
Oh, I know. That's the
Back in
thing.
the day?
Back in the day, I
Damn.
don't think it's aged well at all, though.
Yeah, but I remember in college where you'd have a crush on a girl who had a boyfriend, and then you would notice that like, oh, that guy's off of her page. Well,
Yeah.
let's like, don't say anything, but
Yeah. If you want to do it when you get married, I'm kind of fine with that.
I think it's the same thing almost.
You think so?
It's not like so much
No.
about the relationship.
Eddie
It's
loves
about-
like the diamond ring emoji with the link to the
No,
spouses.
him and his future wife are going to be doing collab posts on IG. all
Oh,
day.
fuck you. Get fucked on that. I'm just saying, like, that's a major life event. That's not just a relationship of,
Yeah.
whatever. Danny Lance, like, meeting some girl, and then it's like, hey, we're on. This is like,
Yeah.
oh, these people are like, it's almost like you get into a different tier on Facebook at that point. It's like, all right, you are in your name's about to be
We
changed.
filed joint taxes.
Yes. Next comes the fucking ultrasound.
Yeah.
And like, you kind of just like graduate.
It has nothing to do with the girl at all. It's just the fact that like I haven't touched my Facebook in years, and now I'm about to,
what's the point? Or like, what's the reasoning?
right. I don't know. It's like it's outdated, I feel like, but
It's so outdated. I agree. But
to make him happy, I guess you just
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like not that big of a deal. So like, and it's like, it's like the when did you stop beating your wife thing. Like if you deny, like, I don't want to do that. If your girlfriend asks you to, then it's like, well, what? Why?
Right.
Why? You're
Exactly.
trying to keep me hidden, and it's like, so you're better off just saying, yeah, fine, I'll find my login and accept your request.
yeah, I don't know. Lance looks pretty concerned about this though.
No, I agree. It's definitely outdated. I think if I were to see somebody that, like, still somebody I knew be, like, in a relationship with somebody, I would either assume it's, like, super serious or they're, like, really cringe and weird. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
But marriage, I could see that,
Like I had a friend a couple of years ago, and I saw he updated his Facebook relationship status, and then they stopped dating like a month later. It's like, this better be real if you're
That's
doing
what I'm
Facebook.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
yes, if you're doing like, no, I
Right.
think like marriage is a barrier where I'm like, all right, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like,
I'm not gonna be updating this again. Hopefully.
yes, like
Then you gotta do the Facebook divorce status.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's always like a jaw dropper
Yeah.
when you see like, oh no, like,
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Back in the day, that was one of the best, like the most juiciest notification to get. Like, whoa, they made it Facebook official. Now it's almost just like tacky.
yeah, like what are we?
Yeah, like why are we still doing Facebook?
Unnecessary. Keep it to your fucking self.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though everything about your relationship will probably be public because you'll be all over each other's story and posts and everything.
Yeah, let's just make the joint IG account combining both our names. And then,
Do you guys do the double? If it posts on your IG story, it goes on your Facebook.
no.
No,
Do you know anyone that does that?
I do actually. I knew a guy who was having trouble with that. Didn't know that he had a Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it on the brand accounts I run, but yeah, our buddy Dave. I don't think he'll care at all, but
No.
I was on Barstool Chicago Facebook, and I kept seeing notifications from the same person that they were tagging us, and they were tagging like mid-show too. And I was like, what is this? And I look, and sure enough, it's Dave Willie. Hell of a job disguising the name, even though it's the same profile picture as the one on Twitter. But he was just treating his personal Facebook like a brand account, and he didn't even know it because all it takes is pushing one button on Instagram.
Yeah.
It also says shared Facebook, but
Yeah, but to be fair to him, like that's something I guess.
I feel like that because I think I did that. Like my sister told me that it was doing because I haven't logged on to Facebook and it might be like 9-10 years now, and so I think they like when you updated the app for Instagram at one point, they like automatically checked it.
yeah, it's a very easy mistake. It's
Yeah.
just funny that Dave would always be like, I haven't been on Facebook in years. I'm like, well, you've been posting every day, but
Yeah,
True.
one of a kind.
I've got a on the lines of social media question for you guys. So you know how people make accounts for their pets?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like crazy if they talk as if they are the pet? Like they're writing the descriptions in the first person. Like, I just went for a walk today. Like,
Woof woof.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
is it crazy or no?
I can't comment on this because anything I say is going to be held against me. So
Yeah, I was waiting for you to take a
Send
sentence.
it
I was
to
just
you.
going to do the opposite.
yeah, Miss Peaches is coming here.
Yeah,
I
Miss
heard.
Peaches.
I'm excited.
Yeah, like seeing Miss Peaches. Not that George would ever be what Miss Peaches is, but I have had like, man, like I wish I'd started like the day I got him and like just kept it going because I bet you that you could grow it to a decent number. I feel like I'd have an easier time growing George's Instagram than my own.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, Miss Peaches aside, obviously that page is like huge, and like Dave's in the content business. That's why he's doing it. But for someone like a Joe Schmo who's an accountant, like, I'm going to make an Instagram account for my dog. What's the purpose? Like, are you trying to get money?
So many girls do that though.
If I ever got a weird animal, I'd do it for that. Like, not a dog though. If I got like a parrot or something, I think that'd just be funny. Like a hamster.
Miss Peaches is sniffing around 1 million followers.
Yeah.
That would like I'd respect someone who made a guinea pig account.
Yeah, there's not many of those out there.
Yeah.
So you're cornering the guinea pig market.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Why you thinking about making one of these?
No, I've been seeing, like Chief's saying, they're like girls do them, and I'll see that they kind of like write the descriptions as if they are the dog, and I'm like, is that strange?
It's almost it's like it's kind of fraudulent. Like you don't know how that dog's feeling this day. Like that dog could have been be having a shit day.
What would be the alternative, Lance? Someone just like.
Yeah, I guess it would be like
speaking from the owner's point of view.
Right, like this is what this dog did. You know, like I took George went and walked 3 miles today, something like that.
No, he did not.
Right, as opposed to I
feel like then it turns from like a cute, lovey, like, oh, this is the dog talking to like a planet Earth, like the dog walked 3 miles today, and then
yeah. I kind of feel like if you can make it funny, you can do it from the dog's perspective.
Sure,
yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like even Miss Peaches is like that. Oh, my papa said this. My papa said that. Like I think his account kind of.
And I guess it's way different when tons of people are tuning in compared to when your pet account has like 20 followers.
Right, and that's like that's the ones we're talking about here.
Yeah,
I
right.
feel like. But yeah, and then it's like how much content are you getting out of your dog that you're not just posting on your own page? Like you're probably throwing up a dog pic once, twice a year already. Are you really getting more than that? That you need a whole another account?
My girlfriend will send me pictures of George while we're sitting in the same room. I'm looking at you guys. So I think girls are just more inclined to do that. But I've got a ton of pictures of George that I don't necessarily post.
Right.
I don't post.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
why don't you post them?
I'm kind of getting good ideas for dog pages now.
Can I give you want to start George's?
Yeah, that'd
and
be
I'll
funny.
send you all the backlog back to his first day.
Okay, but I'm gonna narrate it from my voice as if I'm George.
That's fine.
I'm gonna overlay it.
Okay.
It'll be like a George vlog.
Yeah, but George is like, didn't he say George is kind of depressed?
No, he's not depressed.
No?
No, he's just lazy.
See, this is why people need to know who George really is. He has his own
Gotta,
IG account.
He's not depressed. He's just lazy and / afraid of everything.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
But you got to know George's tone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to hang out with him for a little while.
Don't make George active and like.
Yeah, I think I might have the perfect voice for
He'll yeah.
fucking Ben Stein.
Yeah. Is George low key just Eeyore?
No, like he's always like he's afraid of noises. So like I came back, I was gonna go and just like hang out with him for the rest of the day. I'm taking him on a walk and tire him out because we were gonna come back to the office after opening day. You guys were still at the bar. I walked him up to Addison. Fire truck goes by. That scared the shit out of him, and he will like kind of try to like sprint home. He's like, "Fuck this! I don't know what the fuck that was," and then he will literally crawl underneath the covers of the bed and then just stay there until he thinks it's safe.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's like annoying because it's like I can't walk. I can only walk north because there's trains in east and south of me. So he and then Southport has buses and he doesn't like buses. So I can only walk north on my one street. It's kind of annoying.
We're about to be hearing George's side of the story.
Yeah. It's all Scott Darling's fault if we're being honest.
What did he do?
He had a party at his house and we used to live walking distance.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 4th of July during COVID. And he was like, "Oh, come on, go get George." And because George and his dog Gary would always like play together. And I'm like, "All right, fine." So I walked back and get George, and then the fireworks started going off, and he has not been the same ever since. So because the city canceled their fireworks, like every intersection in Westtown was having like their own neighborhood one, and it was utter chaos.
Damn, that's kind of...
Yeah. So he was like jumping behind dumpsters, going underneath cars, like he was freaked the fuck out. And ever since then, any like louder-ish noise freaks him out.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. Trauma.
Do you think it's messed up? I think like 2 or 3 times over the past couple months, people have just casually brought up how they might get a dog, and they mentioned like they were going to get some sort of poodle. And I had a poodle growing up, and I'm kind of like, I wouldn't get a poodle if I were you.
Why is that?
Oh, well, it depends on the type of poodle. I had a half Shih Tzu, half Bichon, and it just barked all day, every day for like all 14 years that we had it.
And you'd
It's
have to
tough.
rip the shit out of its ass, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Eddie likes this narrative.
He did though.
Towards the end of my dog's life, he would get dingleberries pretty bad, and like he would wipe his ass in the grass. And Eddie claimed that I would like finger my dog's ass.
No, I didn't say that, but you would. This guy.
That's love right there.
Yeah.
This guy would make content out of the back, a couple holes of his dog's life where he would video himself wiping his dog's ass.
It was one video of the ass wipe, and it was for another reason. I forgot. That wasn't the focal point.
I used to be a better joke because on our old podcast, I constantly would like bring this up, and then the dog passed away, and I was
and then
all right,
and Barstool started, and Eddie's narrative of hating dogs happened, and it all made sense.
It was something else happened with that dog though.
There was
a coyote.
He had a different. There was an
attacked?
issue with a different dog. I think it was his roommate. Like, adopted him.
Oh yeah, a lot of dog stories.
That one, the picture of Tommy's dog.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
all right.
Our friend Tommy, like this dog, like
it was disgusting.
Dude, it like what happened? It was like Stranger Things.
It like fucking ate a possum or some shit, and I think it had to do with girl functions of a dog mixed in there. It was gross. I don't even know how to describe it.
Like menstrual cycled out some fucking bloody sack.
It was disgusting.
That's the thing I'm thinking of. I'm getting a little queasy now that you're saying it again.
And Danny just posted a picture of this dog.
That's fucking disgusting.
And the other one was
and like the dog probably feels shame about it too.
I mean, still was eating possums after that probably. But the other thing was there was like a coyote loose in the neighborhood while I was walking my dog, and I had to pick it up, and we ended up both just getting chased by a coyote.
That's a fear, dude. They say to beware of that.
Coyotes.
Yeah.
Especially those little poodles.
Oh, they'll fucking
they'll
snatch them right up. That's what I was worried about. There was a report like a month before that. Coyote just snatched a poodle from an owner off the leash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ward Park.
Really?
Yeah, you remember that? It was jarring. Like you were just watching your dog getting taken away by a coyote.
What is that person doing?
They had 2 dogs. And so I think I don't know how many coyotes there were, but they couldn't.
Dude,
one guy, 2 dogs, 2 coyotes.
I think I'm fighting that coyote to the death.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they tried, but it was just
I don't
chaos.
like these dog walkers. Supposedly they make good money, and I think it's very well deserved. The risk that you're taking someone's dog is terrifying to me.
Yeah, but what's the downside?
You want to know the downside? I'll give you 2 examples. One,
is there personal liability is my question.
Yeah, I mean, what if it runs away?
Well, you feel bad, but I don't think you're getting sued or anything.
I think you might.
You get sued for that?
Maybe.
Yeah, like negligence.
This guy, they were walking down the hallway, and he was walking this person's dog. The other person had a dog, and it just completely attacked the dog and killed it right in the hallway. And my friend witnessed the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Yes. So, like, what do you do? Like, how do you tell someone, hey, your dog got mauled in the hallway? Or, like, what happened with P22 in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, freak incident, I would say.
Yeah, but I think that shit happens, like, even the possibility.
I don't know P22 in that.
You don't know P22?
I don't think so.
Dude.
It's a bobcat, right?
P22 was a mountain lion that they shipped in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
they have a really cool picture of this mountain lion, like by the Hollywood sign and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a video of P22. This guy was like walking like 4 little dogs, and P22 just slyly comes up behind it, snatches one of the dogs, and just same thing. And then they put P22 down.
Damn.
He was chipped, like they knew it. Like
they could track him because I think like that's like they're having a lot of issues with. I can't remember if it was California or not, but they made it illegal to hunt mountain lions, and then so the mountain lion population grew too much, so they kept expanding out, and they didn't have like enough food in the wild, so then that's when they had more and more human attacks and dog attacks. Because they were just like, we don't want to hunt those. Those are beautiful, majestic animals. Yeah, well, they will rip your fucking face off and eat your dog.
They certainly
so you
will.
need to keep everything into balance.
I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. But I like that Stephen Ranella, he talks about it.
About how you should make them hunting again?
That there should be a season for them.
I won't
Supposedly they're delicious. They taste like pork.
What?
Mountain lion.
Oh.
I would try mountain lion.
I just guess I never thought about it.
Yeah. Look up P20. It's got a Wikipedia and everything.
P22.
I'm like
Sounds
obsessed
like a fighter
with
jet.
I'm like obsessed with these animals that have like Wikipedias. Like, obviously, I did the doc on Travis.
Yeah.
Tillicum.
Yeah, Tillicum. Ming of Harlem. You ever heard of Ming of Harlem?
Oh.
There was this guy who just had a tiger in his Harlem apartment in Manhattan.
Yeah, I remember that one.
How'd that guy die? Tiger attack?
No, he didn't die. The people found out that he had a full ass tiger in his apartment.
It was not like a baby?
No, it was like
a New York apartment too,
Yes.
in Manhattan.
Dude.
and there was like an alligator in there and shit. Like there was a lot of animals in there. And there's an awesome picture of an NYPD policeman, and he's like scaling the building, and just like the fucking Ming of Harlem's face is just roaring at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's such
my
a
God.
look up the picture. It's so cool.
Ming?
Yeah.
If you were the guy who dropped the alligator in Humboldt Park Lagoon, would you have come forward by now?
No.
No, I think they would. I think you'd probably
I
get
don't know
some
what the
serious
statute
repercussions for this.
Dude, the Ming of Harlem has a fucking plaque?
Yeah.
Damn.
You see that picture?
Yeah, dude.
Ridiculous.
Isn't that insane?
And he's got like some kind of firearm on him, ready to shoot him.
They ever ask like why'd you own a tiger? Like just to watch it through a window all day?
You can't reason with people like that.
I would just love to hear the answer. Is it just simply like, oh,
There's
I
a
thought it was
movie
cool?
about it. Came out in 2014.
Oh, no shit.
Ming of Harlem, 21 Stories in the Air.
I'll have to check that out.
That's interesting. That's how you spell stories when you're talking about a building?
I never knew that either.
Storeys.
Not very highly rated, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
They relocated it too, so they didn't even kill
To
it.
Ohio, yeah.
Yeah.
He died in Ohio, R.I.P.
I think there's a stat too where like there's more tigers in captivity
Than in wild?
Texas than in the wild.
Yeah.
Like including zoos?
Yeah, like in the world.
Oh, okay, good. Because that'd be fucked up.
Maybe not including zoos.
What the fuck?
Well, I know like those people, there are people in Texas who have these like because most like if you look at the Western United States, it's mostly like public land, like Colorado, Nevada, all those places. It's a lot of public land. Texas is all private land. So people have these like George Bush will have these like massive ranches, and then they'll fence them, and then they'll just release like it's like an African safari because like the climate's kind of similar. So they'll have like real ass lions and zebras and like stuff that you would find in Kenya will be gazelles and shit, and they just have them on their land.
Jeez, just backyard magic kingdom?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Animal Kingdom, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right, we could wrap this up. We should have that interview coming tomorrow, right, Chief?
That's what we're trying for.
We're trying for
Yeah.
it. If not, we'll see. We'll figure something out. But yeah, little difficulty at the moment, but we'll get it done. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.